You heard it here. First hand. The biggest tough bucket. Stamped and approved. Don't worry, we will have a shirt. We will have merchandise around this moment. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you, big dog. Don't you worry about it. I appreciate you. What's good, all my hoopers and hoopettes? It's your boy here, Tone, by the way. And we are back. Listen. We are back with season 2 of TUF Buckets. Everybody clap it up, everybody clap it up. Everybody clap it up, clap it up. We are here, man. Very special day, very monumentous day, should I say. You guys saw where we started, and to get here is just a blessing. We appreciate everybody. I say we now because it's not just me here, okay? It's not just your boy Tone here. We have, how do I want to say that? Team members. Yeah, we have team members here at TUF Buckets now. First of all, let's introduce our new co-host, my guy, somebody real special to me. I've known since college. A lot of people, some people from my college days are going to recognize him. Our guy, Addison Herbert. Everybody clap it up for my guy, Addison. Everybody clap it up for my guy, Addison.
Happy to be here.
Addison, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. Excited to get this rolling. Growing up a Baylor fan, we got a special guest here today, so let's get into it.
Damn, yes, man. I do appreciate it. We're going to get to him in a little bit. We will get to him. Just want to introduce you guys, let you guys know what the team is looking like now. And then we got the big guy behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? The big guy that makes sure all the lights is on and all that good stuff. My brother, Max Carroll. Everybody clap up for my guy, Max Carroll. Max is my business partner. He's been the guy helping me spearhead this whole entire thing. He has some things going on in his side of the world, in the tech side of the world, that we are going to introduce today. Want to get his face out there, let everybody know who he is, because he's going to be a big prominent picture in what we got going over here in TUF Buckets. And I am going to be helping him as much as possible with his side of the adventure that we're going to get into later on. Also, appreciate you having me here, Max. And last but certainly not least, okay, our special guest opening up season 2 of TUF Buckets, our guy, Perry Jones the Third. Everybody clap it up for my guy, Perry. Perry, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man.
Real quick before we get into that, I just want to highlight you, brother. I just want to give you your flowers. Let everybody know why I think you are such a special guest to come on this show, other than, I see you all the time, and I play basketball against you and all that good stuff. Perry Jones III, McDonald's All-American. I am jealous of that, by the way. I didn't get a chance to. Why are you shaking your head like that?
It's not like I got free nuggets. So I had to pay for
it. McDonald's All-American, Jordan Brand Game All-American, or how do they say that? Jordan Brand Game All-American. Is that a good way to say it?
I think so.
Okay. Number 7 player in your class. Really big class, by the way. We're gonna touch on that a little bit later. Big 12 all freshman team when the Big 12 was actually nice, a little bit. We'll also talk about that later. And of course, first round draft pick. And as you said, you could have went 10th, but you went 28th to OKC, who's doing some great things right now. We'll touch on that in another episode. It was OKC doing all that good stuff. But our guy, Perry Jones, my guy.
Let me get one more, man.
One more. You can have one more, big dog. You can have one more, big dog. I have no problem with that. It's going to be the only time I clap for you. So, you know what I'm saying? You might as well get it in right now. Because like I said, guys, most of the time I have guys on here, they're guys who I get a chance to interact with in person. I don't want to just have a bunch of random people other than our guy, Max. Shout out to Max. Max is the only person that I didn't know prior to having on the episode. And got a chance over the last, couple of months, got a chance to be hooping. Even before then, we hooped a couple times too. But more so the last couple months, get to know you, hooping with you, competing against you. Definitely competing. I hate this motherfucker. Definitely hate this motherfucker. I hate anybody taller than me because that's the only thing you got. All right, and that's it. That's all I'm going with. Point blank. Period. But man, just definitely dope getting to know you, bro, and definitely dope to get you on here, special guests and all that good stuff. So, big dog, when did we start with hoop? When did we pick up the ball, bro?
4th grade.
4th grade?
4th grade, picked up the ball.
That's a pretty good age.
Yeah, I didn't make the team.
Why is everybody always start off so ass?
I didn't make the team, and then I was mad, so I tried to make the team my 5th grade year and made the team.
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
Where'd you start? Have you always been a big mug?
Yeah, I've always been taller than everybody, man. I've always been like the big guy playing center. I was just skinny and frail, and at the time. But
from where? Where are we from?
I'm from Dallas.
You're from Dallas?
I'm from
Dope.
Dallas.
Yeah, I think you're number 2 of Dallas. Nice. I got some complaints for you. I'm very happy. You should be very happy right now, actually, as a basketball fan, because the getting number 1 pick. I think you guys are a part of the greatest rigged situation in the history of basketball. Huh?
Who's we? I don't play for them.
That's fair. That's extremely fair. Still currently playing. Still currently getting paychecks. That makes a whole lot of sense.
I'm a fan of whoever team I'm playing on.
Facts. Okay, that makes sense. We'll touch on that later. Okay, so started off in Dallas.
Yeah.
Started playing basketball at 4th grade. I think that's a good age. I feel like if I would have started playing basketball a little younger, I might have had a more decent career because I didn't start till like 7th, 8th grade. Where is that the only sport you played? Being in Texas, basketball, you can't only play one sport. It's impossible.
No, I played baseball, football, ran track.
Just whatever would stick. Whichever one stick.
I was fast. I was athletic, bro. I'm outside running, bro. That's what I'm really doing. I was better at football.
Really? What position?
Yeah, running back at the time. But then I became quarterback. I was just fast, bro.
Your big ass was a fucking running back?
They couldn't catch me. That's all that matters. If you don't get hit, you good. But
what were those summers like? I've always wondered this as somebody who's been here. My first introduction into Texas was in the summertime. That was my first time coming out here, and I used to see the kids practicing padded. I'm talking about 100+ degrees outside. How are you able to do that?
There ain't enough water out there, bro. I'm telling you, man. I was dark, burnt, just helmet, hot helmet all day, every day. I couldn't stand it for real, but I mean, it was fun when I got to score touchdowns. I was a kid, bro. That's it.
Did you guys play anything besides basketball?
Baseball, football, middle school football. I didn't really like football. I wanted
track, cross country.
I did it for my friends.
I started off in football. That was my first sport. Obviously, I'm from Mississippi. I had no choice. That was my first sport. I think I told the story before. I saw my first Samoan ever. That's all I needed.
That's all you needed.
That's it. I was straight to the court after that. Straight to the court. I saw him gobble. The crazy part is he's such a nice dude. Like he was such a nice dude. Like I swear to God, brought a ukulele to lunchtime every day, playing the ukulele, singing a little bit. I saw him murder a dude damn near on the field like the same day. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna stick to the basketball court.
Yeah, I stopped in high school. I stopped because I seen somebody get hit, and I was like, yeah, this ain't for me, fam.
Dude, my friend lost all of his memory.
For real?
Yeah. In high school, he had total amnesia. He didn't even remember his mom.
Oh hell
yeah! I know. I was like, I'm not playing football. No.
Oh my gosh, bro!
That's insane.
Nah, and plus I was a receiver too. I would have been. I'm actually, positionally supposed to be a receiver. I don't know about you being a running back at 6'8", but
no, I became quarterback.
Okay.
I could see everything.
Okay,
and still run.
Yeah, and still run. I was Michael Vick for real.
So we get to high school. We put the football down.
Yeah,
but we still. When did we know that basketball was our main sport? Is the best way to approach this question.
My junior year.
Junior year of high school? So even when we get into high school, we're still like optimistic about other stuff.
Because I'm with the Woodrow, so I was behind Anthony Randolph. So I was learning a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Had some talent around me and stuff, but I just wasn't Anthony Randolph at the time.
Yeah.
I wasn't good, bro. I was not good. I might get you 8 points, you know what I'm saying? Might get 2 or 3 blocks, man, but that's all you getting for real. Like, I can't shoot or nothing. But and then all of a sudden, it was like one year, my 10th grade year, we didn't have a team AAU wise. Yeah. So like me and my best friend Bakari, we was just training every day, and then like we just going to the park playing with random people.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like we picked up some random people to play with us in AAU, and then that's kind of how we got good, bro. We just had some people that couldn't play, and it was just me and him doing everything. And then all of a sudden, we had a team like that next summer, and then like it was nice.
How tall were you at this time?
Let me see. I was about like 6'8".
As a junior?
6'9".
And this is going into junior
6'9".
year?
Yeah. I mean, I became 6'10". Right there.
Okay, and
shoes on, shoes off.
Shoes off.
Okay.
Shit, and you shit.
What was 6'10" and 3/4. That's my height now. I got measured. I had to make sure I had to see what it actually was.
That is a very specific height.
The
3/4. That's an extra couple bucks on your shit for those 3 extra quarters.
I asked because back when I played, they always measured me with my shoes on.
Oh,
so I got 6'2".
Yeah. So, but I feel like as a school, you knew that, right? Like, when you were recruiting and you see somebody on paper that says they're 6'2", you're gonna know that 9 times out of 10 they're not gonna be 6'2". You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what are you talking about? I am
6'2" translates to about 5'11" guard. That just means I can't play point most of the time. That's what 6'2" means. Instead of putting 5'11", they wanna play off the ball and
That
shoot
part.
it.
That's all it is. Basically, I felt like it was. You figure it out later that every coach is gonna lie a little bit. I remember I was in JUCO. My coach tried to list me as 6'6". I'm like, bro, there's no way. There's no way anyone is believing I'm 6'6" right now. There's just no way.
How old are you?
I was 6'4" on a good day. If I took my shit, did my stretches and all that good stuff, I might hit 6'4". Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I never understood that, especially if the coaches already know.
They're just trying to intimidate the other team, bro. Like,
I didn't think about that too.
Like,
yeah, facts.
That 6'6" is better than 6'4".
Nah, that's worked on me before. That's definitely worked on me before.
The point guard 6'6".
Damn.
Shows up, he's 6'2".
Yeah, I was like, that's happened to me a couple times. I know that's happened. The whole scouting report thing in general. Like, I know I've overhyped a lot of people in my day and underhyped a lot of people in my day. So I understand that side of the ball. Back to you. See, guys, what are we doing? You letting me ramble? We're supposed to do better.
So
Just having good conversations.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. I appreciate that. And at this time period, how is recruiting looking like for us?
After my little Vegas thing, my little Vegas viral video, whatever. Everybody, because everybody was there in Vegas. Like, everybody came to watch us play.
Is that the D64 or the other one, the 48, Fat 48?
Or
Whichever one, Nike.
The big
The Nike one.
There's no Nike one.
It
not
wasn't Nike
anymore,
one.
but there
was?
yeah.
Okay.
One. But yeah, like whenever my team playing, everybody lead them other courts and go ahead and coming in. That's how it was, the whole Vegas thing. So after that, I was just getting shoot boxes of letters from everywhere. I wanted to go to Kansas or something, bro. Like I wanted to go to UCLA or Kansas or UConn or something like that, but I couldn't. I had like family shit going on. So.
Okay, so this is what year we graduated? 2013, right? 12.
10.
10. Damn, I'm giving you way too much. I'm giving you way too much. 2010, we're graduating, and you decided not to go to these places. We stayed home, obviously.
Yeah.
We stayed home for Baylor. Shout out to Baylor. We have one Baylor big fan in here.
I committed 8th grade.
You committed to Baylor in 8th grade?
Yeah, and stayed with it the whole time. I didn't really go visit other places and stuff like that. Like, I seen like Texas A&M and like Texas and stuff like that. Or I went to.
Oh, they got you.
Yeah.
Oh, they got you.
When I was like trash, they was like, my first letter.
They saw it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Nah, they didn't see nothing, bro. They got lucky with the chain of events that happened. Man. It's like I didn't see nothing, man. I could have told you. They got lucky with the chain of events.
So wait. You must have been some type of recruiter in 8th grade.
I was just already like 6'8". You know what I'm saying? Like
in 8th grade.
In 8th grade. Matter of fact, I was 6 foot in 6th grade. Then like when I went to 7th grade, I was like 6'4", 6'3", 6'4". In 8th grade, I had shot up to like 6'8".
That's insane.
And then like later on, I was 6'10".
Damn,
so, like,
bro.
Yeah, bro like,
I'm jealous. That time though for Baylor is not the Baylor that y'all probably realize. Like Scott Drew had started to turn things around, but it was like his team, his second year was the team that really was like, okay, now we're getting pros.
And then after that,
every year,
for sure.
So them offering him in 8th grade, they're taking probably swings and misses on a few other guys too. They just blow off at the end. Perry just ended up being good enough for it to work. Damn. Real quick, one thing I want to touch on though, you talk about playing at Woodrow and being behind Randolph. Duncanville is, if you're from Texas, Duncanville is hoop central. Was there a big difference for development wise for yourself going to Duncanville versus Woodrow, or is it already like I'm playing behind a dude, so I'm gonna, I'm already making strides?
I think going to Duncanville was like the best thing for me for real. Like the amount of talent that was in there in that gym, especially that when I got there my sophomore year, the end of my sophomore year, that's when I got there. And we was hooping. My first day I was there, we was hooping. But I was killing. But like, he was letting me do whatever I wanted to do because we was just having like a hoop sesh. And then like just kind of went from there.
I get lost in the sauce when I think about how big Duncanville is in terms of like their sports, the football and basketball.
They have 7 gyms.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What? Hold on.
We got more than that, I think. We got more.
9 maybe.
9, like 9 gyms.
That's why like every big tournament here, they run them at Bob Knight Fieldhouse, what it used to be called, and then Duncanville High, because between the two, you got like 15 courts.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
This is nice having a Texas native.
that is insane. That is actually insane. Okay, so I went to Cabrillo, Long Beach Cabrillo, and by square foot, I'm pretty sure that's one of the biggest schools in like California type stuff.
We second biggest in like the States. I don't know if it still is.
I think Allen,
I know Allen made a school.
Allen, and then I think Duncanville's might be second, or maybe one of the big
third.
Houston schools.
That is fucking insane. Okay, and I don't know why I don't know why I'm still surprised. I have no clue why I keep getting surprised by these sheer ginormous numbers that happen out here.
And Duncanville has just as many D1 football players as they do D1 basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was there, the football team wasn't as good yet, but like once I like left and stuff, like all of a sudden, boom, championship. I was like, what? Where'd it come from?
I went to a Duncanville football game at the in the midway point of one of their seasons, and that's when I think they had just posted on ESPN that they had some cat that's like 6'8", like 275 or something like that. And like a junior in high school or something, like, excuse me? Y'all allowing him to play against other high school kids? Like, y'all allow this? Like, what we doing? My kid's not touching the field. If he's on the field, my kid is not touching the field. What are we talking about right now? It's not happening. Damn, bro. See, Addison, I appreciate that, bro. See, Addison already making his money worth right here. I like that. I like that. So from going into Baylor, when did we start getting the picture of us being a pro, though? I always want to ask that. When does it become a thought process? Maybe not you don't know that you're going to do that, but it becomes like, oh, it's a possibility.
We was practicing. We was having our little open runs and stuff like that. Like, I was actually getting to it. I was like, okay, I'm actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, you can go to that next level. It's different. Like, but I was also playing with them, like coming in, like my senior year and stuff, like in open runs and stuff. But like, I saw I had it. It just a matter of time. But I was having fun in college a little bit, but like we was losing at the same time. So like my first year was kind of like, hey, bro, I'm trying to do some stuff. I'm not trying to be like out here just losing games and stuff. But that's really why I went back my second year too. Like they say I shouldn't have went back, but I think I shouldn't have. Like now I'm older, I shouldn't have went back because like who gives a fuck about school and shit like that. But it was the lockout and shit. Yeah, that year they had the lockout. I don't know nothing about basketball. Like I was hooping. But like I wasn't training and shit. Like I wasn't like I didn't have no trainer. I didn't have this. I'm gonna train before school like they do now. Everybody going to train and stuff before school and all.
Trust me,
I ain't had none of that, bro. I'm just doing basketball stuff and doing stuff I see on TV and you know what I'm saying. It's just working out for me. Matter of fact, my only workout I ever had was Phil Handy. Yeah, I didn't know who Phil Handy was. My uncle found them. I was this is like before I went to Baylor my second year. Before I went to Baylor my first year, my uncle found them for me, and I worked out with him, and he told me I was a pro. Yeah. So I didn't know who he was at the time, but like later on I found out who Phil Handy was, and I was like, well, he said it. I always wonder that because there's a lot of guys like that that didn't necessarily have the trainer, they didn't have the expertise on how to specifically enhance your game. There's a lot of guys that were just outside hooping, doing regular, going to practice when they were supposed to go to practice, getting some shots up after practice with their homies or something like that, and they still managed to get pro or go to the NBA and stuff like that. I always wonder, like, where's the not correlation? That's not the word I'm looking for, but like. Because remember we were talking with Max. At some point in time, reps don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like it really doesn't. Like I was talking about this yesterday. Yeah, but I can't tell you. I can't tell you when it just clicked, bro. It just one day it was just like I'm doing it. Like, and it was just like I was doing it against somebody else, and it was just. I remember one time it was one game in Vegas, and like I probably took like 8 mid rangers and like contested and all too, and they were just going in, and I was just like, oh, shit. I'm cold.
Guess that's part of the bag now.
I don't know where this is coming from, but I mean, it just happened, bro. I can't tell you when it clicked. I can't tell you at what point that I figured it out. Like it just happened one day, and I just kept doing it.
I feel like it's important though. I feel like it's important to know for people who are trying to plan to make this shit a fucking career. Like you can put as much work in as you fucking want. Sometimes it's just not gonna click. And at the end of the day, and it's not to belittle anybody's situation out there. I'm sorry if I hurt anybody's feelings, but it's a reality check that I think a lot of athletes are missing sometimes in terms of how you plan out your life and your career. Is having some type of reality in there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not 6'8", 6'9", or whatever, and I'm putting up 3,000 shots a day. in game, that motherfucker not falling. You know what I'm saying? At some point in time, I'm gonna get to maybe, high school, then you get into college or some shit like that. At some point in time, you gotta realize, okay, maybe I need to start putting some other eggs in some other baskets here. And stuff I don't think a lot of people think like that. I think people think like, oh, I just gotta put way more work in. I just gotta put more work in here, more work in, which is, in essence, I guess that's a good start or something like that. But literally, it might just not click for you. And I feel like the reality of knowing that and then planning your life accordingly will help a lot of people out. It's not because, we live and die by the, I only got one, I got a plan A, I don't got no plan B.
Yeah, that's our generation.
I got a plan A. Because we listen to our favorite athlete, who is a freak athlete, a freak of nature person. And they didn't need another option. Like, it worked out for them in that type of way. And sometimes it just doesn't work like that for people. And I'm one of those people. Like, I wish I would have had, like, a different, at least a side basket for some other eggs and some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about this the other day, too, on just getting into different avenues later in life. And you wish you would have just had just enough inclination to be like, I should just start this before, like, I'm going to be playing basketball for a long ass time. There's going to be a whole lot of time to do stuff. I need to learn how to do other things for when that basketball stops bouncing. I just feel like that, and to be a long-winded thing to say, kids out there, make sure you are doing multiple things. All right, if you're all just about basketball and all about your sport or whatever it is that we're talking about right now. We're usually talking about sports. Just make sure you're not being unrealistic about your future and your plans. Yeah, I'm saying from your boy Tone and Perry over here. All right. Anyways, clicked for you. We knew we were about to be a pro probably freshman, sophomore year of college, right? What is your plan? Like, are you planning on, okay, I'm gonna get to the league, play a couple years here and there, then retire? Like, what are we thinking when we're about to get into transition into going to pros?
My plan was to be nice. My plan was to be like averaging like 19 to 20 possibly, and having like a long ass career. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's my plan. Plan was to be featured on shit. Playoffs coming, people betting on me. That was my plan, bro. It just didn't pan out that way. And I don't know if it's just because of how things was for me growing up, like playing and stuff. Like, mind you, like I didn't have a team my sophomore year and stuff like that. Basically, it was just me doing everything and like, we got good and shit like that. But like, I've always had to be like that number one option on the team. Like, and that's one thing that I hate about not like working out and doing all this stuff back then, because like I didn't understand how to not be like something else. I didn't understand how to be a role player. I know like if I got the ball, I'm trying to low key get 10 assists. I'm gonna get a couple rebounds, but it's really to push it and score or get somebody else to score. Like, that's all I've been doing like my whole career, my whole life and stuff like that. So when somebody be like, hey, like, don't do none of that stuff, but figure it out some other way, is kind of like.
So you're saying if you would have had an opportunity like that, maybe that year that you didn't do the AAU or you was with your friends, whatnot, if you'd had an opportunity to go to another team and not be the man on that team or something like that, you'd have learned another role or know how to play a different role.
Yeah, I mean, like I kind of did at Baylor.
Yeah, okay.
Because like,
especially year 2, right? Like
year 2, yeah. So like year 1, I averaged like 13-7 maybe or something like that. It was like 13-7, right? But we had a losing, But I was also killing in the Big 12 shit. So I'm good when the competition is higher or something. I don't know, but like on my second year, we got Pierre Jackson, we got Quincy Miller, we got Quincy Acey, Corey, Ant, Deuce, Brady Heslop. Like, we got a whole bunch of people that's like gonna get them up. Yeah, but I still average the exact same numbers.
What's crazy is of the guys the year before that you mentioned, AC, Ant, AJ Walton, Corey, like all those guys except you's numbers went down the next year. Like AJ obviously lost his starting spot to Pierre, like, but you're the one. Your numbers stayed exactly the same whether you're playing on a team where you're kind of the dude. Or Lace was the dude, but, then you're the second guy on both teams. That's interesting to me. You don't see that a lot. And I heard you talk about in another podcast how that was actually like a knock on you, in the draft process. But like when you look at it from y'all won 11 more games, right? Y'all had better players.
We made it to
everybody else that had a bigger role the year before. Their stuff goes down.
Right.
To me, it looks like a positive. Like it shows you're consistent. But it's interesting how things get spun, right? The narratives get spun.
Crazy. They said I didn't improve, so.
So knowing that in college, you know what I'm saying, what do you mean by you didn't get a chance to play other roles then? Like, are you talking about when you got to the league, you weren't used to that type of role play?
Yeah, because like, even though I was like, I'm gonna say I was like the second option my second year, whatever. I was still touching the ball.
Yeah.
Still getting plays called for me and stuff like that. So like when I got to OKC, it was like, this is this person's team, this person doing this. You kind of stand in the corner and kind of wait for opportunity. Or like, oh, you might play this game or you might not play this game. I ain't never had to deal with no stuff like that. It was like, hey, I'm starting. Hey, I'm playing till I feel like I'm tired or something like that. Or you know what I'm saying? Or coach feel like I'm not doing that, he'll take me out for a little bit, but he's gonna put me back in. But like, I ain't never just been sitting there like waiting for an opportunity that I didn't know was gonna happen or not. Like,
so this is the first time you've ever dealt with that type of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So are you? Is this
on this level? It's the max level.
Yeah. So this is an obvious question. So it affected your confidence then?
For sure, bro. Because I see myself doing it in practice. See myself doing amazing stuff sometimes, but then all of a sudden, like, I'm not getting an opportunity, or it's always like, wait here, wait there. I went to the G League. Some games I've been in the G League, I have like 20-something and 17 rebounds or something like that, but it's because like I'm the guy down there. But, I come back to OKC and stuff, I'm in the back.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to like, I can't have like 4 or 5 shots and like go 1 for 4 and think like I'm gonna get more shots in the NBA. I can do that in the G League. They don't keep giving me the ball no matter what. But like, you miss 2 or 3 shots, I'm scared to take this next because if I'm missing, I'm coming out for sure.
Out for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like every time the horn beat, you looking at see if somebody coming to get you. Like
that's a terrible way to play basketball. That's a terrible way to feel when you're trying to make money playing basketball. When you're trying to perform.
I wouldn't even. The crazy part is like when I was in that, like I wasn't even thinking like that. I wasn't thinking about like I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to do this. I was just trying to play. Like the last thing on my mind was like I wasn't thinking about a contract or like what's gonna happen next at the time. I'm trying to hoop. I'm trying to play. But it's like it didn't matter.
Damn, bro. I personally, in my own personal life, because as you know, I'm a pro. I've done the whole thing. I've done it by myself, though. I never really had the chance to, like, of course, I did NBA stuff or anything like that. But a lot of the stuff I've done in my career is all based on my own merit. Like, I don't have an agent or nothing like that, so I'm going talking to people. I'm going to the camps and all that good stuff. And when you're in that type of chase for something, your every performance matters. Every shot matters. Every turnover, every pass, everything matters. And to play like that on a everyday basis, like if I don't make these next couple shots, I'm probably going home, or I'm probably going, like, that is the worst state of basketball you could ever be in. It turns your love off for the game.
It takes away the fun.
It takes away everything. It makes it not even worth it. And then you just get to places where you're just like regretting the decisions you've made in life and shit like this. Like, it's just a bad place to be. And
it's common.
Yeah. And you being at the highest stage, like, I can imagine people telling you to relax. Like, I can imagine like your homies or people. No?
Nah, it was more like, you better than this person and this person. It's like, I kind of know, but it don't matter. It's about money at this point or whatever. Like, I can sit here and tell you a million stories about how, like, I've been in these one-on-ones with everybody else, Reggie Jackson, Jeremy Lamb, KD, whatever. Bro. I can tell you about these one-on-ones we done had and all this stuff and how I done won these spots and stuff like that. That don't matter. It doesn't matter at all. I remember a coach asked me, he was like, it was me, KD, and Jay Lamb. We hooping, right? And we playing ones or whatever. We playing 7 spots. I'm on 5 of the spots. So he like, P, you like money? I was like, what are you talking about? Of course I like money. What are you saying? He's like, why don't you do this every time? I was like, I'd be sitting in the corner. Look, I got the head coach right here. He watched the whole thing, everything. This is assistant coach. He like, why don't you do this every time? I'm like, I be sitting in the corner. When they don't pass it to me, y'all don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't my role. But like, here's one-on-one. I got the ball in my hand. It's my domain, my world. Like, it's totally different if you got the green light. That's how I had the 30 ball, bro. Like, even coaches like, P, you play point guard. I'm like, hey, bro, listen, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that sitting in the corner stuff and wait for somebody else to make something happen for me, not really my thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a pick and pop type of dude for real. Yeah. But I'll come off the screen and I'll do that. I'll make something happen. I mean, you've seen it. Yeah.
I hate it. I hate every bit of it. I'm not going to lie to you. You know me. I'm a competitor. I hate seeing anybody score. I hate it so fucking much, bro.
He's the only one that take that personal, bro. But he really played good defense. Like, he's not fouling and shit. Like, he actually like lock up. So
I fucking hate.
Much respect.
I hate seeing people. Which is, you know what's crazy? I'm a defensive player now, bro.
Yeah, that's completely different than what I would have pegged you in college when I was coaching you.
Yeah, I'm an actual defensive. Like, that is my mindset when I go into these runs now.
If we want to talk talk about ones too. Back then, we would play ones, the GAs, and I used to give him some buckets, not as much as he gave me. Yeah, that's where his defense was at back then. So to go from guarding me to now Perry Jones, you come a long way. Come a long way.
Those days are fun. Good times. I'm sure we'll touch on some of those stories in the future. Especially those late night. Okay, so a real quick story. So Angelo State. He used to be my coach at Angelo State. Right. And I used to make them it wasn't a request. I used to make them go to the gym like at 12 o'clock at night, midnight, and stuff like that. This is after they didn't had a long. They'd probably been up since like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and shit like that. So and I'll make them come up to the gym, bro. I'm coming to the gym blasted. I didn't smoked about 3-4 woods or some shit like that. I smell like dank as fucking hair, and I'm talking about I am literally going 200 shots or different spots, and we're playing ones until I'm dead tired. Right. And these motherfuckers like, Tone, why don't we? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I need to get this work in right now. It'd be like 2 in the morning. This guy got me up at like 3-4 hours and shit like that, bro. Crazy, man. But Addison did used to give me a couple bucks because he has an up and under. If you have a good up and under, bro, you can score. If you have a good up and under, you can.
And you know Tone's not disciplined. He sees me, he wants to throw my shit.
I'm jumping. I'm jumping. Kids, develop an up and under. You can be the most unathletic kid.
Play off 2 feet, show the ball. Play off 2 feet, show the ball.
Facts. So we're dealing with something that most people do deal with, but like I said, you're on the highest stage dealing with this. Dealing with the I think of it as a confidence thing. Like I have to keep my confidence in the situation on which is out of my control. Right. This is something completely and utterly out of your control, and you have to be, especially like I said, at the highest level, you can't show face. You can't be the guy complaining about shit, be the guy that's like mad about your situation, because 9 times out of 10 probably make your situation worse.
I did the opposite, bro. I didn't make a big fuss. I didn't do all that stuff. Like I was, hey man, I'm gonna do my job and do what y'all tell me I need to do. But the thing is, like, I didn't have no goal. But they didn't give me no goal. They wasn't like, hey, listen, when you play these minutes, I need you at least have 5 rebounds and maybe like 8 points or maybe like some deflections or something. I never had a goal like that. It was kind of like, you're going to get an opportunity, you're going to get a chance. I'm like, a chance to do what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, if I had a goal, if I like, hey, you get out here, you're going to play these 10 minutes or something like that, you got to have these stats. Cool. Like, I know what I'm trying to do, but like, I'm just kind of like out there kind of like, trying to figure shit out. And then, like, you know, when you don't play after a while, like, it's kind of like starting over. Fucking Bambi steps and shit. Like, I'm like, damn, like, I ain't played in a minute. Yeah, we be pricing this shit, but, like, the game feeling is way different than fucking closed gym practice. Like,
so when do we start thinking that our next home is not in the league? Are we struggling with that? Do you, like, not want to go overseas?
Struggle with that, bro. I'll tell you the whole rundown, right? So after having the 32 ball and stuff like that, like, nobody could tell me nothing. Nobody could tell me I didn't belong and stuff like that. So, like, confidence was high. I did get hurt, but I did come back. I did have some good games, but, like, I probably averaged like 4 and something. But if I didn't, it's a lot of games where I didn't play, or I played like 20 seconds, 10 seconds, 2 minutes. Them zeros average out. It don't matter. Like, as soon as you get in the game, all them zeros gonna average out. I could have had a solid career if I didn't play like that. I could have still been in the league right now if I didn't play those last couple of minutes. And I did that fucking all 3 years for real. Sometimes
because it just makes the average look bad. It just makes it.
I can't even tell you if they did that shit on purpose or not. I can't tell you nothing for real. But like, I chased that shit. Like, even after I got hurt, I went to Boston. After I went to Boston, doing my thing, but I kind of got fucked up in the head once my cousin passed and stuff like that. The whole working out with T-Mac shit had me right. Went to the G League. After a couple games, broke my hip, had to sit on that. Went to Russia. Me and the Russian coach couldn't get along because I was trying to come back from the hip. Came back to the G League. I was picking pop guard for the same team. The coach who was the assistant coach the last time I was there, he said, no, you're going to run backup point guard for us. And Wade Baldwin was our point guard because Memphis had picked him up at the time. Yeah. He ended up getting hurt, ended up playing Golden State, about to have a triple-double at halftime. Tore my quad.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? You can't make shit like that up. It's like I can see myself like being how great I know I am. But then I keep getting cut down. But I kept chasing that shit. And I kind of, not gonna lie to you and say like, I love what that shit did to me, but I hate what basketball did to me. Because like, I could have went overseas. I could have been like, I'm just gonna go overseas. China offered me $3 million, I would have went overseas. But like because I was still chasing this shit and I see how great I was or how good I was doing against other pros.
Yeah.
That's in there and shit like that. And like I had to work out for an hour 40 minutes, missed 4 shots. Coming off the dribble, everything. Everything you see me doing in the gym, bro. Doing all that stuff. Missed 4 shots. Dude was like, we can give you $3 million right now to go to China. I'm like, nah, I just seen what I did. I'm gonna go take this shot in Minnesota. Go to Minnesota, everything good. The day before we go to Summer League, they called my agent like, oh, like we could probably gonna sign him after 2 games. And bam, get hurt the day before we go to Summer League. I'm saying, like, I hate what basketball did to me, what the league did to me, because, like, I knock on their door, the latch is there, they, like, looking out, like, nah, close it.
I resonate with that a lot. Not obviously not in the league sense by any means, but in just in terms of the chasing when you didn't have to chase, when you had a prime opportunity to continue your dream or to continue making money somewhere else at the very least, because you like you said, you know what you can do.
Right.
Your homies, your friends, your close compadres, they know what the fuck you can do.
His peers, I mean, if you're doing it in practice every day.
Everyone knows what you can do, and that is what you're latching on. Like the fact that I'm not crazy. You know what I'm saying? Right, I'm not fucking crazy.
I'm not ass. Like, what the fuck
I'm not ass. Like, I know I'm not. The people who I respect, people who are making millions of dollars, people who are making hundreds of millions of dollars, respect my game enough to either tell me or to show me the respect in some type of way. I'm gonna continue to chase for this type of stuff.
Because if you see like the results, like I'm seeing these results, body in shape, everything going on. I'm mental sharp. Like even when we playing 5-on-5 or whatever, I can see how much more explosive I've been.
Yeah,
all this other crap. It's just like I'm ready for this shit. Even one time in Minnesota, like John Lucas was the coach for the summer league that year or whatever. It was one time I was cooking. He was like, I need you to chill out. I'm like, bro, I'm just doing my job, bro. I'm really trying to make the team, bro. Yeah. And then, so the last time this is the time I gave up. This is when I gave up on trying to get into the league. So like, after that Minnesota shit happened, right? That was the last thing. I went to work out for New Orleans. Because Mike Penberthy was the guy that had me in my bag out there in Cali. That's who I work with. Reggie Jackson, Paul George, whatever. Like, those is guys. AD and Drew Holiday is guys too.
Okay.
So like when Drew went to, AD and Drew was in New Orleans, they got him the job there. So, you know, they had cousins running all that stuff. So I went out there to go just work out. You know, giving me a jersey and shit because we playing 5-on-5. I'm cooking. They thought I came to like be on the team or something like that. I really didn't. I just came to come work out. You know what I'm saying? But ended up being on the team for what you call it, preseason or whatever. And all that shit or whatever. So, like, didn't make it because I wasn't ever going to make it. You know how it is. Like,
yes.
They just gave me some. They was like, hey, we're not going to pay you, but if you make the team, we're going to pay you.
We need you here for the bump. We need you for the body. I'm going to take
this chance for real. And Milwaukee was like trying to tell them, like, hey, like, you need to waive him so we can pick him up. They wasn't going to do it. And they waited till the last little waiver thing. And then they finally did it or whatever. But anyway, I went to the G League. I was cooking for a little while. I was like, I don't know what I was averaging, but it was like for about a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Land on somebody's foot. 2 days later, New Orleans called, like, hey, we want to sign him for the rest of the year. That was my last time. That's when I was done, bro. I was like, I can't do this no more, bro. Like,
what do you take that as? Are you a signs type of guy? How do you treat these type of situations? How were you dealing with it?
I don't know, bro. This is something I'm not used to. I'm not used to none of this stuff. So it's just like, everything's just new, bro. It's not like something I'm just prepared for. Like, if they never called me and stuff, maybe I'll still chase the dream a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I came back from it. All right, I'm going to do the G League one more time or something. They called me after that, bro. I was like, you know what, man? I'm just going to... Like, there's no way y'all don't know. It's like, it's either y'all fucking with me or, like, there's no way y'all don't know I'm hurt. There's no way you don't know something. Like, y'all got scouts. Y'all got analytics. Y'all got all this stuff. Like, somebody saw I got hurt this last game. Somebody know I'm not available. Like, y'all got to be fucking with me to be calling me 2 days later after I got hurt to be like, we want to sign you for the rest of the year. And mind you, they signed Tony Allen that year. The trainer was telling me, he was like, oh, Tony not going to make the team because his meniscus is messed up. So he's not going to even pass the physical. It didn't matter. He still got a guaranteed $2 million contract or whatever.
Oh, shit.
Somebody else came. I don't want to name really names or whatever, but like they signed somebody else. So really it was only one contract left or whatever. And it was out of me. Damn. I can't think of his name right now. I don't know why I can't think of his name. Who dunked on LeBron in college?
Anthony Mack or something like that.
I can't think of his name right now, bro.
I know what you're talking about.
He played in the Big Three. I can't think of his name. What's his name? Jordan Crawford.
Yeah.
Jordan Crawford. Me, Jordan Crawford. Me and Jordan Crawford, basically. Rondo got hurt, and that's why they picked Jordan Crawford. But then they released him like a month later, and then they released Tony Allen a month later, too. I was like, bro, you could have just gave that to me, bro.
And they got guaranteed money, too.
And they had him playing the 4. They had Tony Allen playing the 4. Tony Allen's a 2-man that plays defense, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Y'all got him playing the 4? That's my spot, bro. Y'all playing with me at this point, you know?
I keep hearing these horror stories of just like the business end of the NBA and how it fucks over a lot of guys in that aspect. Are you dealing with this all on your own? Are you have an agent, of course, like I'm assuming, or like how does that work?
Yeah, I got an agent and shit, but like he can't do shit for my mental. You know what I'm saying? He can't do I'm putting in the work. Even when Luka was up, bro. When Luka came for pre-draft and stuff like that, I was working out with him one-on-ones. We hooping every day. I'm like, yeah, he can do this stuff that you know what I'm saying? But like the thing is like I see myself putting myself to the test to guard this motherfucker who people out here can't fucking guard. You know what I'm saying? So, like, of course it's going to make me keep chasing the dream. Like, yo, I'm doing something that they ain't doing. Yeah. And he was in shape back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was still in shape. So, like,
before all that Mexican food got
before he came over here and got the American food.
Though. He lost a bunch of weight.
They keep
more. Yeah, I know more for sure. He had a lot to lose.
They keep reposting recently of his rookie and his sophomore highlights and show like that. And you're like, damn, bro, he really was like extremely. He was way more athletic than he is right now. Like, damn, you gotta lose that. Yeah, the motherfucker is kind of out of shape.
It's like, bro, it's like that for real, bro. Because I go overseas, bro, and like when I'm over there for every many months or whatever, bro, I be in so much shape.
Oh yeah.
No, everything is so organic and stuff like that. As soon as I get home, give me about a week. I done gained about 10 pounds.
2 days, bro. Really don't let me go see my grandma. It's bad. It's bad, boy. It's so bad. I went to Europe. I was there for 9 months, of course. 10 months. I was there for 10 whole months. It was a fucking long ass season. I have never seen. I had 8 abs. It was like it was the craziest shit I've ever. I thought I was the sexiest man on earth, bro. I was taking pictures of.
You thought you were gonna be a model?
I thought I was supposed to be a model. That's how out of shape I was.
At the same time. Yeah.
That's how out of shape I was. I had abs on top of abs, the side abs. I thought I was him.
Like that European food too, though.
Bro,
it'll help.
I got back home, had Wingstop.
That's
all it took was some Wingstop. I lost every ab within 3 days, bro. Like, so I know Luka, and Luka on Luka's budget, he eating good. Right? He's eating extremely good all the time, bro. So it's definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. Yeah. All right, man. Back to you real quick because this is dope. I to see this side of it, the part that people don't get to see. People just think that motherfuckers is ass. People just think people are ass, bro.
I feel like people don't know how good I actually am, and I didn't get a chance to show that. And that's what I was chasing, bro. I want y'all to know, like, hey, listen, like, I'm special out here. Like, ain't that many people my size playing point guard.
Yeah.
There's nobody my size where a coach gonna be like, hey, listen, my point guard down, but you gonna play the point. That means something special about me. And I just wanted to showcase that.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have been better than whatever the fuck Ben Simmons did. I feel like I would have been better than whatever anybody over 6 fucking 7, 8 doing. I feel like I would have been, come on now, 6'11" point guard.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I was feeling that too when I had the triple-double. I had like 16, 7, and 7 at halftime. Yeah. I was like, oh, this is going to be an immaculate game today. I'm going to have 30 and 20 and 20 or something. Yeah.
What's crazy too about that 30-point game, to touch on a little bit, watching the highlights, like that's against Lob City Clippers.
A full team. Like, ain't nobody hurt. Everybody playing.
CP3's out there. I mean, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan. Matt Barnes starts guarding you in the second half. Like, widely regarded as one of the best defenders of his generation.
Right, bro.
And he got 30 with ease, I would say. It seemed like it just, but that just shows like the confidence of, because I think I heard you talk about that. It was a back-to-back, right?
Yeah, the first game I had like 3 points. So you kind of
knew you were going to play, at least on that next one.
Yeah.
And you kind of want to get the bad taste out of your mouth.
Yes.
Could you touch on, I know you did it on Theo's pod, but a little bit about the kind of weird health thing you went through in OKC? You found out, you were talking about.
Oh, yeah, the little virus I had.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I ain't going to say little, but.
Yeah. According to OKC, it was a little toothache, right?
According to OKC, it was a toothache, man. So, so let me see. So, like, it's how I start off. I go to the dentist, right? Get these shots. Once I get these shots, I could still feel them drilling my mouth, drilling my tooth or whatever. I was like, hey, listen, I can feel the whole drill. I can feel the ridges on the drill. I can feel everything y'all doing. Like, hey, you shouldn't. You should be numb. I was like, well, do something else. Get some more shots, same results. The strongest thing they got, same results. So they say, come back another time. 2 days later, in practice, I got caught with an elbow. You know, you get caught with an elbow a lot. But this time I was like, it hurt more than normal. I'm like, yo, my clogged my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, my shit fucked up, but only on this side, right? So a couple of days go by, and then like, but I can't open my mouth as wide. I'm thinking like maybe my shit kind of fucked up or something. Yeah, because it's swollen or something like that. As a week and a half go by or 2 weeks go by, my mouth is just like straw, and then can't do it. I'm like, all right, something wrong for real. So like, I told him like, send me to the dentist. 'Cause I got hit again. While my mouth was closed, I got hit again. I was like, yo, my shit gonna be fucked up for sure. I need to go see something or whatever. But like the thing was like, I didn't have no headache. I felt normal. It was just hurting right here because I got hit. So I go to the dentist or whatever. They're like, open your mouth so we can. I'm like, I can't. That's why I'm here. You know, like they're like, okay, go to the ER. Went to the ER, did an X-ray, and then did a CAT scan. Then I did like the third CAT scan with the dye or whatever. Then they came out to the waiting room and got me out the waiting room and was like, oh, we need to go to emergency surgery. They came out with the bed and IV and everything. Like, so I didn't make it to the room. I didn't make it to the back before I was already asleep.
Yeah.
And then woke up and they said like, yeah, I had this virus spreading up from my airway to my brain and stuff like that. And they saying like the injections or whatever, like aggravated it and stuff like that. So that's why it was like, it was making it more aggressive, basically.
Damn.
They said it was close. And he said he gave me about a week and a half. I probably had like a fatal stroke.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear, that's what the doctor was telling me. And I was just like, huh? Like, I can show you the pictures after this. I got them on my phone, but like, it's kind of like, I had to put a PICC line in my arm at the hospital. I was at the hospital for like 2.5 weeks before I actually got to leave and go home. But like, I'm watching them play. And they said like, when they said I had a toothache, I stopped watching.
No, they said it on the air?
Bro, I remember they took the ball out. Somebody started dribbling up the court. They said, yeah, Perry Jones not here, blah, blah, because of a toothache.
And you in the bed fighting for your life.
Bro, it was sick. It was sick. That's what, hey, listen, and let's go all the way back to what I'm saying about like the whole, what do you call it? The whole, what basketball did to me for real, bro. Because like,
but like the business
bad.
of basketball.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So how did it make you look? It's just imagine, you NBA player. Oh, he not in the summer league because he got a toothache. I'm not paying this motherfucker nothing to be on my team. You're not nobody's been look at you.
Tainting your entire career, bro.
His reputation,
everything. And people be saying like, I'm soft or whatever. Or something
but that's literally what I'm saying.
Dead, I almost died.
That's literally what I'm saying. Like you're going through something, and on the outside looking in, a novice ass player who's never dealt with anything that has to do with pro basketball. Right. But literally look at them and be like, oh, he's soft, or he's weak, or
he don't love basketball and shit. Like anything, bro.
Or he don't love basketball.
I ain't got no work ethic. Like, bro, I'm in the gym every day. This is my job. I would have been off the team if I wasn't in the gym, like putting in work. So like, what are you talking about for real?
Yeah. How many dudes are sitting at home saying, well, man, if I got drafted 28th, like I wouldn't be fucking with a toothache. You kidding me? It's like
everybody said that. I'm
right.
Sure everybody and mama said
just
that.
The perception versus reality on that is actually a crazy story.
You ever see those posts like every average man, just give me 6 months. I can play pro. Every average man, just give me 6 months, bro. I can play pro for sure.
That shit fuck with you, man. That type of stuff right there, like to know, bro, I could have died being out there. It would have been like, oh, we gonna cut to commercial break right now because I'm laid out on the court instead of a toothache. That's the total opposite. It's like this is the most extreme. This is the least extreme shit that could possibly happen. Like, and like the basketball shit, right? Well, I was saying like, I don't know, like, I'm trying to figure out if I should like even say shit for real. But like, what can I really do? I don't know shit about basketball like that. I play basketball, but I'm not like the analytics dude or like I don't have a team and shit. You see how you just got your team? You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have a team and stuff like that. I had no real partners. Like I'm the only one to ever do it in my family. And
we
shit.
also talked about that too. Yeah. We said that at the gym.
Yeah, all my people are like, I'm the first one to ever do something like this. So nobody knows no guidelines. We don't know who to trust, who to talk to, who lying to us, who telling us the truth. We don't know nothing, but everybody else do. So we really like pawns in everybody else's chess game for real. Like at least I am. At least I was.
Yeah, for sure. I speak on this all the time when it comes to players. A lot of times we do it to ourselves because it's just learned habits. Like we gatekeep as players. We gatekeep a lot of stuff from each other in terms of like for overseas guys. It's more about overseas guys. We'll gatekeep opportunities. We'll gatekeep like agents or places you should look at into if you're a guy that's trying to get into this market. I would know an agent that I can fucking give to you, but shit, I might need them to give me a job a little later too. So I'm gonna keep them on the wraps for a little bit longer or that type of thing. And I just think in general, like we get into spaces where we don't know nothing, so we just go with the flow. You know, we just do what we're told to do all the damn time. Because for one, I'm happy to be here. God damn it! Like you paying me, you give me some money to play basketball, sir. I'm like, what? Yeah, I'll live in this hellhole for 4 or 5 months or some shit like that.
He just reached his dream, right? Like, what? Why would you be like looking behind your back, like, oh, I'm about to get stabbed in the back?
Yeah.
How would you know? Yeah. I finally am here.
I had to do the whole doctor at my house every day. Come to my house out every day, change my medicine at least twice a day. I was at home with the like I'm an old man in my own house.
IV bag and everything.
IV bag and everything, bro. It was kind of like sickening, bro. I lost like 20 pounds. I was real thin. I was very frail. Like I was really sick. I'm really supposed to be dead. I'm really fighting from dying. That's what I'm coming back from. I came back from all that. Went to Gerg's camp. I remember this. I think I said this on the last podcast, but this is when Giannis, just after Giannis like first year or something like that. I think it's after Giannis first year or second year or something. He was real skinny still. So like I'm coming back from being sick. I ain't have no weight, no nothing. Like I'm skinny too or whatever. But I went to the camp and then I mean we did this drill and Giannis had to guard me on the drill. And I had got the ball. Just, boom, he fell to the ground. I was like, oh shit. I just dunked that shit hard as fuck, right? The next season he was just next season he came out like this and I was like, who is this fucking dude, bro? He was like, yeah, that's him. I was like, yo. So to be real, like I have nobody to actually like can sit here and tell y'all that I'm not lying about this shit right now, but like that shit really happened. Yeah. And like if I tell somebody that shit, he'd be like, no, it didn't. You know what I'm saying? I was skinny as fuck, like boom. I was like, oh shit. He was like, I was like, damn. Dunked the shit out of it. That next season, he came out just like that. I was like, oh, shit. Bro.
I swear to God, I remember him, the season in which I thought, like, God damn, bro, how much weight did he gain? And I remember that. I'm like, yo, is he on steroids or some shit? That motherfucker's brawling.
That really was the start of him taking it to the next level. So that might have been, you might have been the
You might have sparked something.
The butterfly effect. If you didn't have
you might have.
You know that hero ball they put me on the episode, bro. What started Giannis' career, bro.
He needs to cut you a check, man.
Thanks, bro.
That is insane, man.
Thanks, PJ, for pushing me that day. I got you, bro. I got you. I'm trying to help. That's all I'm trying to do.
As a goddamn toothache, bro.
Yeah, bro. And then think about this too. Like, if you tell people like, "Hey, you was sick," then people gonna be like, You know what I'm saying? Like, tell somebody you sick. Oh, okay, he ain't healthy, so I mean, I'm not trying to give him no money because like he a liability at that point. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. But I'm not smart enough to even to know like what everybody else is fucking thinking. Yeah. Like, but if I say this toothache, I look weak. If I say something, then people still might be like, "No, let me go ahead and chill." One thing I can't do is show the work. Yeah. And the crazy thing is, that's me getting to 32 and me doing all this shit. About you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to fight back from that shit, bro. Before that 32, I was like 17 or 14 or something like that. Like, I mean, I was getting buckets, but like they wasn't in the 30s. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that game right there, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That shit was like magical, bro. I just remember like I'm in the fucking Staples. And I'm looking up. I'm like, yo, I got fucking 29 right now. What's going on?
How often do you look back at that game or watch the highlights?
All the time, bro. I'm always gonna look at that shit, bro. I look at everybody else shit. I look at my shit the most, bro. Like, I'm damn proud of what I can do. I'm proud of myself, bro.
Yeah,
like,
no doubt.
It's amazing to be able to go to YouTube and see like, hey, I did this shit. I be showing random people, they be like, damn, it's you? I'm like, yeah, man. I know the haircut, but like, you know what I'm saying? I know I got a blonde fucking afro now, but yeah, that's me, man. I swear.
So I be showing random people.
Because like people be asking, you know, when you walking in, like, damn, you tall, you play ball somewhere? Like, oh, the Mavericks could use you. Like, they sure can. They sure can. They sure can. Look at this right here. Let me show you something.
They sure can hold us open.
I'm gonna send it to you. You see somebody.
That's funny as hell, bro. I swear to God, that is the number one joke for like Dallas fans. And they see somebody tall, like, man, we could use a shoulder.
I got you, bro. Look at this, bro.
So Mark, I used to work at Lifetime. The one, it's not up the street. It's
Highland Park, basically.
It's kind of far. It's like 10, 15 minutes from here. And Mark Cuban was there every day. Damn near. He owned the property that the gym was on, type shit, which is fucking crazy. And so he came in. I was a concierge. I worked at the front and all that good shit. So every time he come in, I'm like, Mark, Mark, look, man, look, you need a shooter, baby. I got you. Every time, like, yeah, all right, man. Every time, he hears that shit 80 times a day, bro. You hear that shit all the fucking time, bro. I think that's just funny as hell.
Right.
So I wanted to ask you, if you could have changed anything, I know we don't like as a culture, we don't like looking in hindsight, but I do. If you would have made any type of significant changes on when you decided to go overseas, when do you think that would have been in comparison to when you actually left?
I would have left when they offered me that $3 million. I would have.
How soon was that into your career?
Let me see. That was like 2017.
So you're already in the league 3 years.
Yeah, 3 seasons. He would have been like 2 years kind of in the G League and some injuries in that time frame.
So, yeah, it was around that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, this is all coming back after the hip thing.
It should have been probably year 5 of his career if he played consistently.
Yeah. Got you. Yeah, okay. Because I always wondered that because, E's overseas now. Obviously, he's in Puerto Rico now, right?
Puerto Rico.
And whenever I get your ass on the fucking episode. Whenever I get you on an episode, because we talked about this before in the past, and just and I hate framing it as deciding to stop chasing the NBA dream, because it's just doing what's right for you at that time. Like it's not that you gave up a dream or you're not worthy of that dream or whatever. It's just reality. Like, I'm not getting any younger. There's a whole lot of money out there, type of stuff. When do we make that distinction and all that good shit? So if you in your head you're thinking year 5, I haven't made big money yet. I haven't made but at the same time you were thinking it's not even about the money, right?
No.
At what point did it be?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I want money. You want money, all right? Get all the money you can get. Don't.
That's the first thing Dakari said. That's the first thing Dakari said. Look, money.
Get all the money you can get. Like, I just knew I was gonna get paid.
Yeah,
I was good enough. Like, I'm showing y'all.
So it wasn't an issue at the beginning.
No, it wasn't an issue. No. I'm just like, hey, listen, I need to do my job. I'm gonna get paid. Once I get this second contract, boom, boom. That was my plan. My plan was once I get this second contract, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do and do what I really want to do.
Yeah.
When I didn't get that shit changed a little bit. Now I got to do this. Now I'm doing this. Now I'm trying to fight my way back into getting where I'm supposed to be for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I would have left a long time ago. Like,
okay.
If I knew, like, hey, man, we ain't gonna let you in here. Like, whatever powers or spirits or whatever people believe in, whatever kept me from getting in there, because like that was something else, bro. Like, everything can't happen like the day before, or like 2 days before I'm about to get in the door and stuff like that. That's too unfortunate, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's get into your overseas career, which is what I personally I'm more interested in, you know what I'm saying? Because that's more my road, more my lane, some shit like that. Be in the spirit of TUF Buckets. I love asking this. All right. Who is somebody in your career that you've played against that you would consider the toughest bucket? But
overseas?
But I want this to be the standard. They were never nationally recognized as a top-notch player or something that you wouldn't expect to be considered a tough bucket.
Ever.
It could be somebody that you haven't even played in the league with, or hasn't even played in the league. It could be in the open run. Some guy named Tone or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Oh.
He's gonna ask this question every time, just until somebody
says Tone. I swear to God. Real quick, I've been saying this shit in my interviews at my men's league, and then no one said me yet. And it's like, bro.
All right. I'm keeping 100. Tone, first day this year when I came, the first day, he probably had like 45, and he probably missed like one shot. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, so like I'm gonna have to say right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm thinking right now, heavily right now, it's Tone. And
you heard it here. Stop talking. Stop talking. You heard it here. First hand. The biggest tough bucket. Stamped and approved. Don't worry, we will have a shirt. We will have merchandise around this moment. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you, big dog. Don't you worry about it. I appreciate you.
You want me to mark the time down so we can go ahead and edit? We want that clipped, right? Go ahead and that's
it's going to be the first clip we drop. It's going to be the first clip we drop. What are we talking about? Absolutely, the first clip.
Season 2 all right, bro.
Gotta start season 2 off right. Gotta start season 2 off right,
It's
man.
part of the intro now.
Right.
That's funny as hell. No facts. That's facts. All right, man. What's our first stop overseas?
Turkey. No, I went to Russia. After I broke my hip.
Oh yeah.
I went to
First
Russia.
successful trip.
Turkey.
And what? So I always wonder what's the first cultural shock as you get over there.
I don't know. I adapted pretty well, bro. I'm not gonna lie
Really?
to you. Like,
Food wasn't an issue or nothing like that.
Nah, because I like Mediterranean food and stuff like that. So they had all that, the hummus and all that, the lentil soup and the kebabs and all that stuff. So like, I was kind of straight. I mean, I was in Bursa, which is like 2 hours away from Istanbul. So like, I mean, it wasn't too crowded. It wasn't too much going on. But like, shit, everybody knew who I was over there. And everything was cool. The little area I was in was real nice. The people were lovely and stuff like that. Like, that's probably one of the best places. And I was getting buckets and stuff too. So like, and we playing, FS and
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's good. It's good comp.
Have you been to Turkey yet?
Yeah, just stopped there for a little bit. Yeah.
Max is the only person I know in my life that travels like consistently. So I lived through him. I lived through him and his travel stories and stuff like that. I didn't know. I know you told me about Turkey at one point in time.
Honestly, like just the airport alone is super nice.
Really?
Istanbul is like crazy, bro. Yeah.
I do want to.
The city. I had when I was on that team though. My first year, because I had like some stuff going on with my knee because of my quad and stuff. So they would send me to Istanbul, and like I'd be in Istanbul for like 4 days, and then like I'll come for the game.
That's fire.
That's fire. No, they listen. It was like. Sometimes I didn't practice all week. I just go get my knee right because they knew I was gonna get busy in the game. So they was like, we're gonna send you out there to see this doctor for 3 days, and you're gonna come back to the game.
That's a whole nother thing when it comes to overseas. They will treat you like a star.
Yeah, if you giving buckets, they're gonna treat you like a star. They wasn't like you need to be at practice this, you need to be that, and this and that. It was just like I'll come the game day, and then like or the day before the game, and like just want to make sure I was getting treatment. That's it.
Turkey's a great start.
He came back with an afro too.
Is that when the afro started?
No, that's not when it started.
That's what they do.
Real. My stuff real. It's all me. Full head of hair. Curls is mine for sure.
I didn't know where Max was going with that. Right.
That's Max for you in a nutshell.
Yeah, that was good.
The joke is always start with the beginning of the joke. You have to wonder and think about it for a little bit. Every time. That's the beginning of the joke. Every fucking time. Because he's a walking encyclopedia. Like, who else knows that there's hair transplants going on in Turkey without looking at their phone? Like
40-year-old dudes.
Right.
So
I made the All-Star. I made the 3-point contest that year. With Turkey.
Career-wise, you like the basketball portion of it. You weren't lonely or nothing. I'm sorry, let me talk this. So you weren't lonely at all as your first stint overseas or anything like that.
I'm a loner anyway, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, I mean, I feel like I do more stuff when I'm alone than when I'm not.
I understand.
I feel like I'm gonna chill. If somebody around, we're gonna be more chilling. If I'm by myself, I'm gonna actually go explore or something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to do stuff nobody don't want to do for real. Like, nothing to make nobody tag along. So, it was cool.
So you took advantage while you was overseas. You probably did some traveling.
I tried to, but I had, my girl came over there.
Okay.
And stuff. So like, yeah, I was cool. My dog came too. So like, I have like a little dog. So it's all good, bro. I was straight.
Okay.
I was straight.
So out of all the spots we went to so far, what's been your favorite spot?
Taiwan.
Really?
I won a championship there. But I was getting buckets. I was getting busy, bro. I'm hitting people with tween, side step back. You know what I'm saying? Like all type of stuff. So like just seeing that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Taking people to the basket, dunking on people. It's basically I'm just being me.
So highlights of your career is you feeling good about playing. Is that not necessarily always about the money? Like you just felt good while you were playing.
Oh, bro, I love like if I'm getting busy, bro, and like I'm also allowing other people to have fun with me at the same time, bro. It's all like that's what I'm doing it for, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it there to be like screaming at my teammates and stuff like that. No, bro, you're gonna be good, bro. But next time, throw me that live. You know just be real chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just hooping, bro. It's just nice to put the ball in the basket, or for somebody to try to stop you, you'd be like, you can't.
Yeah,
you know, like that's what I really like doing, bro. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like I played both sides, but like. I don't really like defense like that, bro. I'm trying to give you the buckets. I'm not trying to be, you know what I'm saying, stopping you and you got 40 and stuff like that. Now I gotta come over here. Like, no, I want to be the person giving 40 and now y'all got to switch, you know. But yeah, winning that championship over there and like I adapted to that culture really well. Like the people there were great, and the fans was great. That's what it is too. Like I like places with fans.
If I was in a fandom,
the fans is different.
Asia or any Southeast Asia or wherever, like.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I love that.
Crazy. I've never wanted to play somewhere other than Asia. Like I want to play there so badly just for the fandom.
They're fans of the game too.
Yeah.
Like they're not just fans of like a player and like it ain't like computers everywhere.
Yeah.
It ain't like the league. Like the league is more like, hey yo, we doing this, we betting and stuff like that. I'm sure they be betting stuff over there, but like they really like actually spectators and they're really fans of the game.
Really
and stuff
fans.
like that. Like that's
overseas in general. People just treat sports completely differently overseas. Have you?
Message you
I know you follow Colin. Do you see some of the fan stuff Colin be getting, bro?
Yeah.
Like my guy Colin's in. He's in Pro B. He's in Pro B, right?
Yeah.
Japan?
France.
Oh,
He's in Pro B, France.
Yeah.
And some guy got him some Kobe's.
bro.
Like straight up, just brand new box of Kobe's. Dude's got portraits of him, painted pictures of him and stuff like that. Letters every day. Like
somebody gave me somebody made a big ass portrait of my kids or whatever and gave it to me in Taiwan and stuff like that. Like,
Wow.
I was like, man, you so sweet. It's like, yeah, I got it for Instagram. I just did this. And I'm like, oh, hey, man.
that is fire.
Yeah, you have to do nothing like that, bro. A tear in my eye, bro. That's mad love.
We do live a different life, man. Kind of special. I don't think people realize, and that's another thing why people chase it. We talked about the last episode. Like that's another reason why motherfuckers will chase this shit as long as they fucking can. NBA, overseas, like you don't get that feeling doing much else. Being celebrated like that, you don't really get those type of feelings doing anything else, man.
No, man, you don't.
It's a fucking dope feeling.
Like,
it's addicting.
You're not like
it's addicting. I'm not gonna lie.
Employee of the month ain't the same feeling as like, player of the month. You feel me? Like I can't lie to you, bro. I can't lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like employee of the month is not the same as player of the month, bro. I'm sorry. That feeling is insane.
I'm at the crossroad in my life, right, where I am very much want to make money playing basketball. It's not going as fast as I wanted to, but I still want to make money with the game, right? Podcast, content, apparel brands, all that good stuff. I want to figure out how I can stay attached to this game as long as fucking possible because employee of the months don't hit right, bro. It's just this game is just, I just want to stick with it as long as possible. And I just think
the
that
fame factor, though.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, being in another country, everybody know who you are. Everybody showing you mad love. People want you to just come. They want you to just wear this stuff and do this. Like, come on, bro, you can't beat that, man. Like, all you do is put the ball in the basket.
Guys, I am a very conceited individual. I love me some me. I swear to God. And if there's other people that love me some me, they love me as much as I love me. I want to be there all the time. Like that is such, bro. Man, I don't know.
Bro, I'm wearing my own jersey. Like, come on, man. This is my jersey in Germany, bro. Like this is a regular fit of the day, bro. Like if that ain't conceited. I love me some me, man.
That's hilarious. There's another shirt you got.
Nah, facts, man.
I'm fucking crying, bro. That's fucking as hell, man.
Like, come on, man. How rare is this? I'm the only person with this jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, can't even...
That's big facts. So where are we at now? Are we? What we got going on? I know we're still obviously we're still playing.
So I went to. I'm not nowhere right this second. Like right now, I'm at home. Like, trying to figure it out. But like once I did the Turkey thing, I went back in my second year. It was after COVID. So COVID happened my first year in Turkey. After COVID, I had a kid and stuff. I asked to go home and stuff. I went to the same team. I shouldn't have did that. I should have just waited for like something else to happen. But like, it was COVID. You know, I was supposed to go to Fenerbahce. So I gave Fenerbahce some work when we played them when I was in Turkey with the team or whatever. I gave them like 25 and something or whatever.
25 is a lot overseas.
So that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's 40, 45 overseas.
That's a 40
sure.
ball in overseas for sure.
So that coach, I guess he didn't want to like coach because of the COVID stuff or whatever. So like I didn't get a chance to go or whatever. So I went back to the team. I wasn't the first option. I was more like the fourth or fifth option for real.
Swear to God.
So it wasn't really going as it was like the year before. Yeah. So like I wasn't really into it. My numbers dropped. And then I went to Germany because they ended up cutting me or whatever. So I went to Germany or whatever. Finished out the season there. After Germany, I went to the G. Played with Windy City for a little bit. But I just went to the G just to go because they wanted me or something like that. But they didn't play me for real. I didn't play. I didn't really do nothing. But then I went to Taiwan.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like so on and so forth. So Taiwan, I won the chip. I was in Taiwan for 2.5 years.
Okay. The
first half year, I came halfway in the season for the playoffs. And I won the chip. Then I played the next year on that same team I started. But then like, I went to DR before that.
You went to DR?
I went to DR.
Ooh,
couldn't stand it. I had the worst time of my life in DR, man.
Swear to God.
Yeah, man.
I've heard complete opposites from everybody else.
You want to hear my story?
Yeah, please.
All right, bro. So I get to DR, right? DR is nice. Don't get me wrong, but I see Jeff Ayers there, right? It's the first game we playing. Court slippery because it's been raining, humidity bad, stuff like that. So like, it's one of them games where like I'm not driving to the basket. You passing me, it's going up from where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not playing defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like after that game, whatever, it's cool. Like, next game was a good game, whatever, because the court was better, whatever. So I was over there for like 2 weeks, right? Because I was trying to get more money from the team. I just wanted to chip from them. Yeah. So I was like, they was like, no, and I was like, well, I'm not going back, bro. I just y'all want to chip, like. So that's why I went to DR. So my birthday in DR. I'm like, I'm gonna get some tacos, I'm gonna chill, blah blah, this and that. So like, I'm walking to this taco truck from my apartment or whatever, and this car light, it's raining a little bit. This car light make this sharp turn, or this truck make a sharp turn to like basically keep me from going or whatever. So as I'm trying to stop, like I slip because I got these Nike slides on, right? I slip, boom, fall, hurt my knee and everything. I'm there like this awkward like fall or whatever. I'm screaming. I'm like, help, like like that, bro. Like somebody see it, people see it. Like 9 people. It's like 3 people saw it. And then like as I'm getting up, I got mud on me and stuff, like because it was like muddy right there. That's why I slipped because it was like a little mud, and I didn't want to get hit by the damn truck, you know.
Yeah.
So 2 cop cars pull up. Not cop cars, motorcycle. 2 cops on a motorcycle pull up. And all I know is they said Cayete, but they were saying other stuff. And I was like, I don't know what you're saying, but like, I'm obviously, oh my bad. I'm obviously hurt right now. Like, I'm just got off the ground. I'm muddy. Like, what do you want? They checking my stuff and blah, blah, blah. I guess they was trying to get a bribe out of me or something like that. Or somebody. I mean, 'cause I had to call my homies and they had ran across. They was like, what happened? I was like, bro, I just got off the ground, bro. And they've been over here searching my stuff and like saying stuff and telling me to call El Jefe. I know Jefe is boss, you know what I'm saying? But like, I just called y'all, told y'all to come over here. Like, it's like, man, they just want a little bit of money. Basically, they not making enough money. But then like the next day, the team called in Taiwan. I was like, I'm out. Like, I felt like I hurt my knee for real. Like, I hurt my knee and like it was like a little bit of swelling. Like, I hit the concrete hurt, bro. Like, I screamed for help. I was like, like help me. Like, I was down for like 30 seconds, bro. Like, it wasn't a quick like fall, bro. I was like, yo, I'm in the mud and shit, bro. Like, when I say like, I felt so humiliated and stuff. Like, I was like, why is this happening? I just want to chip. Why is this happening to me right now?
And you was about to get robbed. You for sure was about to get robbed. You 1,000% was about to get robbed by those police. Yeah, without a doubt.
So that's my experience over there. That's why I ain't like it so much, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now, we are still doing the overseas thing. We're still hooping, very much so, correct?
Yeah. Correct.
So this is going to, how are we doing that? Are we just doing it by word of mouth? Do you have an agent?
Yeah, I got an agent.
Nice.
So he kind of helped me with some stuff. The thing is, he's trying to get me in some places. I'm trying to go to China right now, but like the CBA starts later. So like some people like taking them NBL jobs. Now they taking them from the CBA because like so they start later. They're like, well, shit, I need to make some money. You know what I mean? So they taking it for cheaper too. So it's like they're gonna get the guys that's already there. Cause you know it's a lot to get into China or whatever.
A lot.
Yeah. So they're gonna get the guys that's already there. So like I'm kind of feeling that aspect. See, if I went back then, it'd be no problem being in China, you know. But yeah, and I had the whole thing with Puerto Rico, but like they already had their team set up, and then like,
what's up? Why is Puerto Rico booming right now? They got money now? Where all this money coming from?
They pay by the week, fam. I don't know, bro. Bad Bunny got a team and stuff like that. Like, it's a big deal.
Damn.
Like, everybody going over there. Cousin's over there right now. He just got there, I think.
And then Yadi Molina, the old baseball player, he's got like 2 teams. His family has 2 teams or something. So there's baseball money in it, Bad Bunny money in it. They have like I guguess the people with money, the famous people over there, are investing in it.
Yeah,
because it's a tax thing in Puerto Rico.
It was. They kind of changed the rules a little bit. Yeah.
And then
now you have to have a business that serves only Puerto Ricans to take advantage of that. Yeah.
Okay, got you.
And they got a thing too, because one of my homies, Mike, he just became a local there. But if you live there for like 3 years but don't play there, then you become a local player. So like, as long as you can go play somewhere else, but you live in Puerto Rico, after that 3rd year, you're a local there. So like, he always got a job now.
Oh shit!
Right, yeah. So that's really, it's a loophole over there that people done, figured out for real.
Okay, how much longer we got? How much more you got in the tank?
I'm 33 right now. I got at least 5.
Sorry, my bad.
I got at least 5, bro. Or at least 5, 6. I'm gonna lie to you. I mean, I'm gonna do it till the wheels fall off for real, bro. Because like once I'm done, bro, I'm not going back to it.
Yeah.
So I'd rather like stop when I actually like don't have nothing left. Cause if I stop early, I'm gonna just hate myself. Like, why you come out of retirement? Shit, because I hate myself, bro. Like, so I'm gonna do it till I wake up that morning.
That's me every other month, boy. That's right. Oh yeah, but I'm done with this whole overseas thing. I'm gonna focus on the podcast. I'm gonna focus on the content. I go up to the run. I bump for like 2-3. Man, y'all niggas ain't like that. Y'all ain't really like that, man. I can make y'all money too. I can make y'all type of money too. I'm back in it. We getting back. We getting back active. Okay, 5 more years.
5, 6, bro.
I like it.
I really just need a big. I really just want a big check.
Yeah.
I need to go somewhere where I'm gonna get a big check.
Yeah. That's very transparent, very honest. I like that.
It'd be like, because like I know how good I am.
Yeah.
I know how good some other people are too, but it's always about situations and stuff like that and places and people, blah, blah, and that. When you see a dude getting like, 80 a month, but you be like, he can't guard my, you know what I'm saying, bro? And like you over here and getting nowhere near close to what he getting that month. I'm like, hey, bro, like, and he averaging possibly the same numbers as you, like, and he got the ball more. So you like, bro, him get the ball 10% of the game, bro. You got the ball 80% of the game. And you only averaging this, like,
and getting a check.
So that type of stuff right there, like, it'll fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? When you over there, it's like, yo, I just gave you 30 and what, like, and you over here getting paid more than me, like, ain't shit you can do about it, but. It's all about like who people know. That's not you for real. Like I know you don't know who gave you that money, but like I know the person that you talk to know who gave you that money.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I know it's favors and shit and stuff like that. I just gotta find that one favor. Somebody just like, you know what I'm saying? I find that one favor, I'll be done earlier. I'm gonna invest in this, invest in that. Let me sit down, bro. Let me just chill, bro. I'm gonna just do something else. Let me podcast with you, bro. Let me go and get on the show, bro.
Yeah.
There'll be 5 of us in here.
So you're in a stage, and we talked about this at the last gym session. You're in a stage, and now you're trying to figure out the next stage, right? What to do after basketball,
which is hard as fuck.
Hard as fuck.
Tone's plan is get fat as fuck.
It's inevitable. The basketball is my only form of cardio. Like I'm not running on no treadmill. Like I'm not doing that shit, bro. Like it's over with. After I'm done with the pro stuff, it's gonna be men's leagues, and then once the men's leagues are done, there's no more cardio.
You're gonna look like me.
Nah, my stomach's gonna be solid though. It's gonna be a solid beer belly. Like it's gonna be a solid. Cause I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm going to the gym. I'm lifting heavy every day. No neck. I'm talking about no neck. Just brawling in that motherfucker. I swear to God. When the basketball stops bouncing, my belly will start bouncing. It's just that simple. Like I'm done with that. Figuring out that next step is hard as fuck, especially when you're really good at the first step, when you are extremely good and very, very accomplished in your first stage, trying to figure out that next one.
Nah, I don't feel as accomplished though. That's another thing too.
Oh, like, you one of those. Oh, you one of those.
Like look at me wrong. If I felt accomplished and shit like that, that's the thing, bro. Like I don't feel accomplished because I didn't reach my actual. I had actual goals set for my life and like when I was. You know what I'm saying? I didn't reach them shit, so it's kind of like it's much harder to get into other shit because like. I ain't reached my first goal for real. Like,
that's deep, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, it's
you
hard.
Suck. I'm letting you know right now. You fucking suck. You hate yourself. Like
I'm just keeping it real. Like, don't get me wrong.
Bro,
like,
I understand. Bro, I understand 1,000%, bro.
Like, I did some shit, but like, like, I'm at that point in my life where like I wish I knew more about what the fuck I was getting myself into.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
I only did it because like my cousin who passed away, I'm talking about, he couldn't make it. That's why I made it. Like once I got good at it and actually saw that I had the potential to be an NBA basketball player, like that life was supposed to be for him to like experience that shit. That's what I was doing that shit for, bro. Like, damn, so like he basically gave me a purpose to be what I am today and stuff like that. So like, so now I really don't know because like that's all I've been like focused on was like to be this. Yeah. So like so he can live like this until he can't no more. You know what I'm saying? But like, it just I couldn't get to that one little step, that one little piece. Like,
damn,
hey,
bro.
Like, that's all it is. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's always
we gonna rap. We gonna work because that's I don't like that. Goddamn, you are a super accomplished ass individual, bro. I'm gonna let you know that right now, off the rip, brother. You are super fucking accomplished. I get, but with that being said, I get it. I fucking understand it. I understand.
Like you don't get to his level without that mindset.
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
Like a huge aspect of being an NBA draft pick, of being a top 10 player. Like, you have to have that internal drive. Like, and like, you've seen the best of the best. Like, so you know what you're comparing yourself to them, right? Like, you're not comparing yourself to me and Max.
Yeah,
like, y'all should. Y'all wouldn't be good if y'all did that, right? Like, so I think that's huge. I also think, man, like, just listening to your career. And you talk about kind of not knowing and it kind of being uneasy probably for you, but like the adversity you've gone through to still be doing it, and not end up like a fucking Delonte West or something, you know, like not saying you went down that path, but like it's very easy to just feel sorry for yourself for all that you've been through. And that's like all that life is really, is like there's always going to be problems. How are you going to solve them? How are you going to get to the next thing? So I don't know what you're going to do next, but from my perspective, it seems like you're going to figure it out one way or another.
I appreciate you saying that, bro.
Yeah,
it's nice to hear.
To piggyback on that same mindset, it's like, how could you not be successful? Most athletes, and I think if a lot of athletes get that into their mind, if you put the same effort, same work, same mindset that you do in the sport that you love, granted, it's not going to be as easy to do because you're not going to love it as much, but you have the tools, you have the capabilities of being great at whatever it is we decide to put our minds to. Because we have that one thing that most people don't have, which is discipline and that dog in us to get some shit done and figure that part out. So, and that's always been my message to most athletes, because the whole point of TUF Buckets is highlighting athletes, highlighting basketball players who don't always get the recognition they deserve, because at the end of the day, no one knows our story unless we go out here and tell people our fucking story. Most people think that in order to get where we got lucky, we got fucking blessed with our genetics or some fucking nonsense like that. But
I mean, I did.
Yeah, but you still have to put some fucking work in. I know a lot of 6'9" sorry motherfuckers.
I do too.
I know a lot of 6'10", 6'11" sorry sons of motherfuckers. I do. You still have to put the work in. Like, at the end of the day, you do. And just to highlight us, highlight the guys who have made something out of their life, out of their career with the game of basketball to some degree, and showing that the capabilities of that mindset of I can do this in basketball, so I can do things outside of basketball. I can do things with the game of basketball that aren't necessarily dribbling a basketball, if that makes sense. And I feel like you're a great candidate for that, because God damn it,
I seen somebody coaching the other day, and I was just like, it was like coaching these two kids, and they was like, you know, teaching them how to do stuff, and I was just sitting there like, what are you doing? You're not teaching them nothing they need to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like, I know like I could be like out here like, you know what I'm saying, like doing something like training or teaching the youth or stuff like that, but like, I just got to get into like being social with more people and stuff. Like, I have to actually get out there and like talk to people. Like, I've had people like ask me before, like in the past, like, do you know somebody my son can work out with and blah, blah. Instead of saying me, I'm like, yeah, I know this guy, blah, blah, this and that, but I could have easily been like me and like started doing this stuff. At the time, but I was chasing something. I wasn't worried about training no kid at the time. I'm trying to train myself. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's stuff that I can do. I know I can have some passion in it, but do I have the patience? You know what I'm saying? I had patience for myself, but that was kind of like, because I'm me. I have patience to like teach somebody something, and when they not getting it, am I gonna keep like, hey, I'm gonna help you? Because like, I know I was hard on myself when I didn't know how to do something. I was like, you fucking suck, blah blah, this and that. But like me, I like when I play video games, I, like even though I'm controlling the person, I be like, you fucking suck, blah blah, this and that. So like, well, I'm training this kid and he keep missing, like, hey, you fucking suck. I don't want to be like that, you know what I'm saying? So like, I gotta do some therapy first before I start training kids.
Just like 8-year-olds crying in a corner.
Get out the gym, bro. I can't do this no more, bro.
Tell your mom to send that Venmo right now.
Fucking crying. I need my $50 now. Session over. I'm fucking crying, bro. That's
Don't come back.
Nice.
Oh, that's why I can't coach. For that same sentiment, that's why I can't coach, bro. I'll fucking lose my job in a heartbeat. I know I would. I could train. I want to build a relationship, so you know what I'm saying comes from somewhere. Like, you know, I'm not just being a fucking dickhead. Like me and Addison have a relationship. Like I don't have no good relationship with no coaches. I have no. I want to say that one more time. Out of all the coaches I've had in my entire
none.
My high school my mom and high school head coach, they built a relationship because he helped me do everything. Like, he got me shoes and shit like that. So they kept a relationship.
So he basically made you like good at basketball. Like,
to a degree. Yeah. He just make sure I was taken care of. I was off the court. Make sure motherfuckers have money, so make sure I have lunch money and shit like that. He's a really great dude. So that I will give him a fucking pass. No,
Jamal.
Yeah, we met way after that.
No. So out of let's say head coaches, all my head coaches, I have one head coach that I actually have a good relationship with. Everybody else, fuck them, respectfully, to a degree, to a fucking degree, fuck them. Like, and people gonna do some research after watching this episode, and they're gonna find out who I'm talking about. It's perfectly fine with
Gonna
me.
see my picture fucking right next.
That's why I looked at him like, oh, shit. I definitely did. Might have just called you all a little bit, but it's
I'm
cool.
gonna have to make some phone calls. Be like, hey, let y'all know what's coming out. It's not out of my voice, but
I understand that.
no, we're good. We're good.
Building a relationship with kids and building a relationship with people and being able to be yourself with them is definitely a smarter road for myself. Coaching is just out. I wouldn't be able to coach. I just can't. It's just way too much responsibility. I feel like you put in that spot, but.
It had to be peers for me. It had to be like people my age.
Yeah, I think that's one thing for me too. I could have never coached high school because of the way I talk, but or coach kids. But to speak on that, I am curious your relationship with, because the staff y'all had at Baylor was actually wild to look back on now. Scott Drew obviously now won a national championship, but to have Tang, McCaslin, and then Mills. What was the relationship with them? Do you still have a relationship with those guys? Like, are you rooting for K-State when you see Tang play or Tech at all, or is it kind of you've moved on type deal?
It's a little bit of both. But like if I'm ever watching a game or something like that, of course I'm rooting for them and stuff like that. Tank was my dude.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like all of them were for real. Like everybody was.
It's looking back at it, like they're all three hella coaches.
Yeah,
like,
they cool. Man.
They're
they
big
cool
time
people.
coaches, and I worked in the Panhandle, so got to know McCaslin a little bit because they're a 45-minute drive, and I mean he's just a real genuine dude compared to a lot of people at that level.
And I know it's their job and stuff, like to like be checking up on stuff like that. But like you can tell like all four of those guys and stuff like that, it was all genuine stuff. It was almost like we was their kids.
And I think that's why Baylor has grown the way it has, is because like y'all's group experienced it, and I know Scott talks about it a lot, or Coach Drew talks about a lot of like a culture of joy. And I feel like that's a real thing there, whereas a lot of other places it is like negative. Like everything is a negative at all times, whereas it feels like he himself and the people in that building know how to balance that.
They did. They definitely did. I don't know if they just had like therapy sessions once a week or something together, something like that. But like definitely did their job. They definitely. It definitely became close knit with everybody. Like,
and did it make it when he won that national championship? Did you kind of feel like? I mean, to me, it feels like y'all laid a big part of that foundation that accomplished that.
No, I don't feel nothing.
No.
I mean, I'm happy for him and stuff like that, but like I wasn't there.
Yeah, you wish it was your group.
I wish it was my group.
Damn right.
I still think we got the best group. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
Okay. I ain't got no more questions. And I know we've already been talking for a little over an hour now.
Man.
So
it's your world. We just living in it. You know what I'm saying?
As you got any more questions, big dog?
Only last thing that we didn't touch on that I had written down was the Big Three. What that experience was like for you.
I didn't realize you played in the Big Three.
It's on their website says that you're still doing it to present day. You're not still playing in the Big Three, are you? Or
I mean, like if I get picked up or something, but like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, well, the first year, that's the year when Lamar Odom was on my team and stuff like that. I was in Gil and stuff. But Gil hit me up. They said I was in the pool. Gil hit me up. He was like, "You gonna be on my team? Cool." I went to Cali and basically I was just working out with Gil basically that whole time. So I got in with Gilbert Arenas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done a lot of stuff, bro, with a lot of people. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm like, I'm going after that shit.
Facts. No, big facts.
Yeah. But, Gilbert Arenas is calling you. That tells you
that's
belong.
What I'm saying. Yeah, bro. Like, so the first year was cool. Like, I had a nice little year. That's what got me to Turkey, because they didn't see me play before that because I was hurt and stuff like that. So like, basically people had like questions about me, but once they seen I was athletic and I was able to move and play and shit like that, like, that's what got me to Turkey. And
that one-step windmill dunk that you had in that shit.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I wanted to go between the legs, but I didn't have my footing right, so I just went.
that mindset to have, like, my footing's right, I'm kicking out. I'm looking for the shooter. Let me just windmill.
But like, the thing is, I thought like, I had that made up in my mind. As soon as I got the ball, as soon as I saw like nobody was in front of me, I said, I'm about to windmill this shit. Like it kind of happens.
This is the Big Three? In the Big Three?
Yeah.
They regarded it as like the best dunk maybe in big
I'm gonna have
Big
to look
Three
this up.
Corey McGetty. Boom.
Yeah.
So Sean told me about the camp or combine or whatever, Vegas combine. Yeah. He told me a little late. I don't have the funds to just make a. Sean be thinking I'm one of y'all or some shit. Sometimes I'm like, I can't just fucking on a whim fly to Vegas for a fucking combine or some shit like that. Yeah. But he was telling me about it, and I think I could play in that motherfucker in terms of just like how it's kind of like built for me in a sense, in terms of the one-on-one shit and the spacing on it. I feel like I could fucking thrive in that type of thing. Just
for sure, bro. Yeah. But it's like for me, like I'm not going because I know my place in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like those guys are in their era. They know each other. They talk to each other all the time. Like they all friends and buddy and stuff. I'm kind of like the outcast person, bro. Like if I show face, you'll see I'm there. You'll be like, oh, this Perry Jones and blah blah. But like I'm not the dude that's gonna always be in the scene. You know what I'm saying? So like I know like if I go and unless I just dominate and don't miss not one shot and like nobody's screwing me and nothing like that, I'm not getting picked up in the draft.
Got you.
They're finna pick up their friends. And it's less teams.
That is true.
So it was 12 teams, now it's 8 teams. So you know like people from the other teams finna get picked up. From like the captains at least gonna get picked up by the other teams.
So you're not about to stress yourself over that type of
shit. No. Go out there, you see me, and then tell me like, yeah, we're not gonna pick you. Like,
so how many seasons of that have you played?
2. Mario Chalmers called me one time when I was coming back from overseas, and he was like, yeah, like somebody just went down. We need somebody to help us with Three's Company and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying, bro. He wouldn't have called me if he didn't think like.
Yeah.
But enough of that, bro. Enough of that. I'm not calling somebody I don't think capable. Like if I'm Mario Chalmers, like I'm not gonna call. I'm calling Perry Jones for. You know what I'm saying, bro? Obviously, bro. Like I don't work.
That boy, you are the epitome of chip on your shoulder, boy. You gonna live with that.
I was working out with Beasley for a little bit when I was with Three's Company and shit like that, bro. Like I was talking to him and stuff, bro. When I say that motherfucker's so smart, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
He was keeping it real with me about this shit. Like me and him kind of like the same, bro. It's like, bro, like you can sit here and do everything you want to do, bro. It's like sometimes it just ain't, you know, and nothing you can do about it. Yeah, this is how the world works. Because ain't no way Beasley shouldn't be getting baskets somewhere.
Listen to me. I think about that shit every other day. Because I follow the next chapter thing or the whole 1v1 world. Because I want to get into that stuff. And he's obviously a big part in the whole 1v1 world. And every time you see him play, like, even now, like, I can see you playing on a roster. Like, even now, limited minutes type shit.
Why he can't be on somebody's bench?
Yeah, facts.
He ain't asking to start, bro. Come off the bench.
Yeah, facts.
He can't be the 12th man. He can't be just at the end of the bench just in case niggas get hurt or something like that. Like
some Joe Johnson shit.
Don't listen to me. But like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like even like somebody get hurt and then man, you got Beasley. Like come on, man. Like just that make basketball better because like you actually getting the best players. You're not just doing it off of like whatever people are doing it, calling it now. Like I be doing my little parlays or whatever just for fun. Now it's playoffs and stuff. I'd be like, yeah, he gonna have over 4. He gonna make over 4 field goals today. 0, 1. I'm like, yo, people really ain't that good consistently out here, bro. Like, last game he had 8, this game he got 0. All right, I wasn't doing that bad when I was in the league then. You know what I'm saying? At least I was scoring something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, bro.
This is why I say I digress so much. It's a great segue. You guys say I digress. It's
his favorite word.
It's the best thing. Once you vent a little bit, you'd be like, I digress.
I digress.
It's a great segue to go into the next subject. Woosah. Okay, touched on the big 3. I don't know.
I was nice.
I was about to say, are they paying well in that motherfucker? Like,
I was a co-captain, so like I was getting paid nice a little bit.
Got you. What's that? If motherfuckers was paying for it, I don't know why people won't try. Because they're losing popularity right now, right?
I couldn't tell you for real. I'd be gone.
You know?
I don't know.
Because they were losing popularity because they weren't.
If they're losing teams, I would guess so. If they're cut 4 teams,
wasn't it started off? It's supposed to be like a OG thing. It was supposed to be like bringing back a lot of the older players and
guys that have just left the NBA. Kind of. I mean, kind of similar to him at that time, right? Like he's doing the overseas thing.
I was the youngest one when I first went.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. See. That's what I'm talking about.
And before they had Allen Iverson, they had them in there. So that the next year, that second year is when I came, and then Lamar tried to make his comeback and stuff like that. So like it had some pub and stuff. Well, and like that year we had a lot of pub because Lamar and Chloe and stuff like that. So like even I'm getting home. How's Lamar and blah blah blah. I'm like, what about me? I just had 20. Lamar didn't play today. Why are you asking me about him? I'm like crying. And that's people don't even watch basketball. They just want to watch and see what he's doing because he dated Chloe and stuff like that. So like we had some pull and stuff at one point, but I can't tell you now.
We touched on things that I don't think most people are accustomed to knowing about athletes. And for one, is the mindset of, for one, the struggles with the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just that battle with that. And the fact that people think motherfuckers are ass. People really, no. People really think a lot of players in the NBA are not good at basketball, or they're not, or because of their circumstances, like they're trash or they're not this and that, not knowing that motherfuckers had toothaches. and was about to die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that type of stuff needs to be fucking talked about in this realm.
When I think like a lot of your challenges are things that people have faced at every level of basketball. Like literally, even a high schooler can empathize with what you went through. It's just that you did it at the highest level and still had to go through the bullshit.
The bullshit.
Right,
yeah.
It's gonna resonate, brother.
Yeah, it's gonna resonate.
It's definitely gonna resonate. Don't you fucking worry, brother. This is gonna be a solid episode, man. Perry, my guy, I appreciate you for trusting me to tell your motherfucking story. You know what I'm saying? Out here on TUF Buckets, baby. Right. I know you could have went to all the big podcasts, Theo, all that good stuff. Can't wait to see
starting
you.
a rivalry with Theo.
Theo said he's gonna hop on. Theo said he's gonna come on the podcast, so there's no rivalry. And I'm usually on Theo's teams for the run, so there's no rivalry, Theo. No rivalry. Please pass me the ball. Please pass me the ball. Goddamn. Appreciate you trusting us to come on the podcast. Good start to the season, man. Appreciate you guys being here.
No, it was great meeting you, dude. Big fan of yours.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate what you did for Baylor, whether you see it or not. I think there's no national championship a few years back if it wasn't for y'all's group. It was a ton of fun watching y'all play.
Big facts.
Hey, bro, even hearing shit like this, bro, like, my guy up here, he was like, hey, man, like, that felt good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it made me feel like, okay, I still got a chance.
You like that? You tough, my boy. You tough, my boy. Max. Brother, man, you have anything to say to my guy, Perry?
No, it was really cool hearing your story. Like literally, like what I was just saying about it resonating with everyone. Like that's because it resonated with me too. Not like, again, not the same thing, but it's like everybody's got those issues, and we all face kind of similar challenges in the basketball world. Yours is just at that high level.
Brother Perry, I'm going to keep it a stack with you. I break a hip, it's over with. I'm going to keep it a whole stack of pack with you. I break a hip, brother.
When I say, bro, like, your hip is everything, bro. Sneeze, cough.
I'm sure.
I'm like, bro, blink, bro. Like, yo, hey, bro, listen, bro. That was the hardest 10 months of my life, bro. Like,
oh my
bro,
God.
listen, bro. I would sit there, bro. I would pray like I didn't have to reach for the remote, anything, bro. Like using crutches, because like when I first did it, this is the last. My fault. When I first did it,
you good, bro.
Yeah.
They told me I had a torn labrum. They didn't even tell me about the bone. They didn't tell me I had a crack in my bone. It was like, you tore your labrum, blah blah. But I'm like, every day I come to rehab is where I can't even walk. I'm way less effective in moving than I am. You know, so like the third day it was like fat. I was like, I ain't doing this no more. I wouldn't see another doctor. He was like, you see this crack in your bone right here? You're supposed to be sitting down. I was like, bro, I've been over here messing it up more, doing all this crap, bro. I'm telling him I can't move. And like, oh, you gotta move it, you gotta do rehab and blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, it's hurt. Like,
oh my God.
So I went through some crucifixion for 3 days because they making me move. And then I had to sit there and try not to move for the next it took like 8 months before I could actually start moving like normal to like actually be doing stuff or go somewhere. But like, bro, just imagine like getting in a car. 8 months. Bro,
I'm talking about I would have been doing TikTok dances so quick, boy. I'm talking about instantaneous. The basketball would have got dropped so fast, bro.
Oh, man.
So resilience, man. Resilience. That's what we're gonna stick to. Your story, bro. And it's still going. It's still going. And I cannot wait to beat you next week or whenever I see you again.
You going tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna hoop tomorrow.
Wednesday?
I didn't hoop today, so I got to hoop tomorrow. I have a men's league game tonight, but I need to. No offense, guys. I love my men's league guys. I need to hoop against some. I need to get some bump in.
I got you.
Where dudes aren't good. I got to sit in the corner in the open runs. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes.
No, you do not.
Sometimes I'm not the guy in the open runs.
You mean the church?
The church.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Sometimes I gotta sit in the corner at the runs, and I like that. In the men's league, I'm a point guard. This Addison. This will let you know how the men's league runs. I am the point guard, okay?
And nobody else touching that rock.
No one's touching the rock, all right? No one's touching the rock in the men's league game. So I need a little reality check. Go into the pro runs and, hey, Tone, go get your ass in that corner. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I need a little bit of that. But with that being said, man, we appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I know I need to get better at telling y'all that. For some reason, y'all need a reminder to like, comment, and subscribe. We need it. We are on a road to 500 subs. Once we get to 500 subs, shit's going to look a lot better around here because then we could pay for shit. Once we get to a place where we can start paying for it and this is more self-sustaining and all that good shit, everything's going to start looking better. The graphics going to look good. I'm going to be able to get a haircut every time. You know? Shit like that. Shit's going to look a lot better. It's just going to look a lot better if you subscribe, all right? So subscribe, like, share. We're going to be on all the platforms now. I'm going to be better about that. Addison already got on my case. We're going to be on all the platforms now. Wherever you listen, watch the podcast, we're going to be there now. Perry, before we get up out of here, is there anything you want to tag, plug us in on your journey, what you got going on?
Yeah. Just started my YouTube channel. A third production. Basically, it's just showing like the behind the scenes on like what it is to be a overseas ex-NBA professional basketball player. So just so people can see a little bit of my life and like actually see these stories that I'm actually like telling and see them actually come to life. So yeah, if you can subscribe to my stuff too, you know what I'm saying? Please send this so I can put it on my YouTube too. And we can do our little,
You know how this works, brother. We're all working together, man. Make sure just go help us out. We need it. We fucking need it. Need it. We need your help.
Set it off. I need that.
I need that. All right, y'all have a good day. Deuces.
Tough bucket, boy.